Hello everyone and welcome back to PathtoNowhere once again with Chief Alzroy Galcon right here. And in this episode I'm going to show you the continuation of our journey, and now we are entering the DisCity where we left previously in the last episode. We're about to enter this city and a little bit of an explanation of this city. So this city is seriously, I don't know who in the world who decided to name a fantastical city that way. I don't know, this is incredibly creative or incredibly boring. I don't know. You will be the judge. Anyway, we enter the city to arrest even more sinners who escape from our prison, and according to the report, the main culprit who made every single sinner get out from the prison, and it's our job to bring her back into the prison. And the reason why I say her, because you will find it out in the previous episode. The link will be at the top right of the screen. And it looks like there's going to be a cutscene, so I'm just going to stay silent until the cutscene ends.
After the Bureau riots, many sinners fled into the Syndicate control zone in the west, which sparked off major riots. There's been a surge in incidents and a rising death toll. The Public Security Bureau has confirmed the whereabouts of the mastermind behind the Bureau riot, Suspect R, in the Syndicate. The Public Security Bureau has successfully tracked the whereabouts of Suspect R and is willing to provide you with intelligence. But first they need MBCC to solve the crisis in Syndicate right now. This is an extremely dangerous classified mission, which requires you to lead a team of sinners to infiltrate the destination, contact the local security precinct, and arrest the target sinners to bring the situation under control. Because that is the gangsters' territory. Syndicate.
Get down.
That's right. Screw the Public Security Bureau. We don't need to give a damn when we fight. Phew! Ah, fresh air. What I'm most familiar with. Lackeys, welcome to Syndicate.
Syndicate is the poorest and most chaotic area of the DisCity. A gang haven and lawless place that has continuously spread violence and chaos to the entire city throughout these 20 years. And the control measures have never been effective. Eventually, the City Council was forced to sign the West District Order Management Regulations, which basically allowed the gang's autonomy outside the law to alleviate the many social concerns caused by Syndicate. Bluntly put, the gangs are the real rulers of Syndicate. They make the rules, and the authorities have no say in it.
Ahem. Let me translate. Where did this beautiful lady come from? Is she really our enemy? Do we have to kill her? What a shame. Uh-oh, they're getting excited. Chief, brace yourself. Your first show is about to begin. I'll try to keep you alive for a bit longer.
So in this fourth battle, the game still counts it as a tutorial because there is a bunch of things that the game needs to explain. And this time, the game teach me about the various tendency, or what you call in RPG classes. So in this game, there are 6 classes which a sinner can be classified into. The first one is Endura, The second one is Fury. The third one is Arcane. Fourth one is Reticle. The fifth one is Umbra, and last but not least is the Catalyst. So let's talk about each and every single one of them. So Endura class is the equivalent of a tanker in RPG class. They are the best when it comes to defensive power, and the only downside is they don't have very good attack capability. But they made up with their ability to block 2 enemies rather just 1. And by the end of this episode, I'm going to have one of the Endura class sinners, and I will tell you about this person at the end of this episode. You're going to see it anyway. The second class, Fury, is like Endura, but they have way better in terms of attacking power, but they have less defense, and also they can only block 1 enemy at a time. But unlike Endura, which Endura class can only attack an enemy if they are like in the exact same spot as them, Fury class can attack the enemy from 1 tile away, as you can see with Wendy there, before the enemy eventually attacks her. The third one, Arcane, is the equivalent of the long-range units, but what makes them different compared to the Reticle class, I will explain just a little bit. Arcane class are specialized in magics. So basically they do magic damage instead of the physical damage that Reticle units use, like the Endura and Fury. Fourth one, Reticle. I've explained it most of it in the Arcane class, but what made Reticle units much better is their range. Their range is much better on some units, but then there are also units that have the same range as Arcane units, but most of them, they have better range basically. You can imagine them in like an RPG game as the people who use archers, sniper rifles, and pistols from very far away, that sort of stuff. And just like I said earlier, they do physical damage instead of magic damage, unlike the Arcane units. The fifth one is the Umbra class. This is the equivalent of assassins in RPGs, so they deal like massive damage, but then they have to make critical hits as well. And last but not least are the Catalyst Sinners. So the Catalyst Sinners are basically your healers, supports, people who heal, and people who give boosters to the other sinners. So for example, they give attack boost or attack speed bonus, or drain the enemy's health, that sort of stuff. And now it's time to explain how the campaign works. So if I completed a mission during a campaign, I will get a reward. That reward basically goes to unlocking the level, and if I manage to complete it with the special objective also completed, like for example, as you can see here, lose 10 sun in battle, so that meant I cannot lose any health. That meant I gain extra rewards as well. And now let's move on into another mission. And at this moment, it's the time where I discovered there is an icon called enemy info. And what it does is the game gives me like a complete rundown detail of what kind of enemies that I will face during the mission. So as you can see here, Grey Hate Maiden, she doesn't have a lot of good stats, and yeah, and there's a special reward if I manage to not lose a health. Anyway, cutscenes are coming, so I'm going to stay silent for a while.
It's been a long time since I had such a great fight. Hey, how come you didn't get hurt at all? What a shame. Look at your wimpy face! Are you that scared of me? Look at you being so nervous. You You look so insecure as the chief. How pathetic. I'm starting to like you now.
Monsters, go to hell! Go!
We need to be civilized and polite with our words and maintain the image of our syndicate. The gangsters will fight anyone. You're just unlucky. Don't be so obsessed with yourself. This is a place of the law of the jungle. Every summer, the gangs fight to the death to be the syndicate boss. Hundreds of passers-by get dragged into these idiots' fights every year and die for nothing. Be careful, sir. Don't get yourself killed in your first mission.
It's your job to protect the chief. I'll deal with you if you fail to do so.
Okay. I'm showing you the way now, alright? Get your monsters away, you gloomy guy. Strange. They should have had the final showdown a month ago. How come they are still so rowdy?
This is not the ordinary power. Chief, stand back.
Now I remember that a group in Syndicate will be very interested in you.
Sinners. Your shackles are an absolute restraint to sinners, which means you are their worst enemy. They will try to kill you any way they can. It's mania.
At this moment, I should explain that currently I'm controlling 3 sinners. That is Wendy, Hela, and Hekache. Later on, I can control up to 6 sinners during a battle. But for now, I'm going to use everything that I have in order to complete this battle. Now I'm fighting against a gang thug, an underground fish fighter, and as well that grey-haired maiden. And if you notice on the map, there is 3 circles, and what that meant is the enemy will spawn from there and will go straight towards me. That's me, the chief, on the leftmost side. Maybe I should switch the position between Hela and Wendy, because Wendy is an A-class sinner while Hela is a B-class sinner, so in theory Wendy should be more powerful than Hela, and hopefully at this position they can support each other. Anyway, let the battle begin. Oh, what's this? A new icon? Is this what happened when I met a brand new enemy? I think I need to identify this enemy and in order to get something from the game. And I'm pretty sure that is related to something that I haven't discovered in this game. A weakness? What weakness? Oh, come on, really? You're going to tell me right now, right after I release your ultimate skill? Great work. Well, looks like I'm going to have to deal with this grey-haired maiden with the contamination core still open, and they just basically tease me throughout the entire battle. Wonderful. And Wendy and Hella as well, they didn't have their ultimate to be able to break that contamination core. But hey, oh, she actually is very easy to be taken down. Why? She is moving towards us.
They call it a classified operation? See? They already know! Catch that sinner! Find out who betrayed us!
No, protect the chief. The enemy is targeting. Chief.
Don't go after her! The gangs ahead have been infected by her mania. It's too dangerous. Follow me. The big cheese from the east must have never seen this side of the DisCity. The world's most prosperous and affluent megalopolis has been given the notorious name of the City of Sins. The crime rate is increasing, yet the authorities see no solution. It's all because of this mania plague, which pollutes the minds, amplifies human evil, empowers the wicked, and leads to collective madness. Those sinner monsters are the source of the mania.
Watch your mouth, scoundrel. Who did you call a monster?
It is precisely this evil power that comes from mania and spreads mania. They have turned Syndicate into a mess. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Ted, an informant and assistant for the local security precinct in Syndicate, and the one who knows about this operation. The Bureau sent me here to meet you. You're cautious, which is a good thing in Syndicate. Take this. It's from the Public Security Bureau. You've lost contact with your people for a while now, haven't you?
Chief, it's me.
Nightingale?
I'm a gangster in Syndicate, and a victim of the mania. I want to wipe out those monsters, and restore order in Syndicate. That is why I need you. I know MBCC has the power to wipe them out.
No. What's next?
Oh, it looks like I leveled up into level 2. And I gained some more stamina as well. And I hope that I didn't lose all of the staminas that I haven't consumed yet. And it just replaced with the 121 stamina instead of the 100, I don't know, 114 plus 120, I guess. And what's this? Oh, it's still downloading stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can continue on in the background game. So, do you remember a bit earlier where I mentioned that I'm going to get the very first Endura sinner in this game? Yeah, in this support mission, I'm going to get the very first Endura, and that is KK. But yeah, let's get this battle started. Underground Fistfighter, Gang Thug. So there's two same enemies that I fight earlier, and you can see the plot before this happens at the top of the enemy info icon.
We're outnumbered. It's difficult to protect the chief without cover here.
They're even rowdier now. Do we have no other support? Did the Public Security Bureau only send one jerk to meet you?
Don't worry, MBCC will help you. Face 11 o'clock and advance 14 meters to find the support we prepared for you.
There are enemies nearby. They will spot us soon.
It's okay. Once you get there, the power there can help you break through.
Got it. I'll buy some time.
Hurry up. They'll break through soon.
Shut up! I'm trying to find it! Where's the armored car and rocket artillery? Where are the supports they promised? There's only a dumpster here!
Let me go! Do the sheriffs just arrest anyone nowadays? What else have I done apart from delivering takeaways?
Center S217KK. Use the shackles, Chief. She can be your power. We'll check her background later. This is Syndicate. It won't be difficult for us to find something to justify the arrest.
Whoa, 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 hang on, stop right there. Hey, Nightingale, get back on the phone. Do we just really going to arrest this random person without any kind of background check? And apparently, this battle also is one of those battles where I being dropped into the battle immediately without the phase of choosing what sinners that I want to deploy in this battle, apparently. Also, I should explain that at this time when I played this game, I was brand new, so I have no idea that you can actually move the sinners, and I didn't know that, like, even though the tutorial actually teach me about that, I just forget about that fact, and that's why I let one of the enemy manage to hit Hecate right behind everyone. Also, KK's ultimate is she increased her defense, which makes her not a particularly good Endura because there's a lot that is better, but hey, it's our first one.
Phew, what a timely support. Why didn't you contact us earlier? Then we wouldn't have to suffer so much.
Syndicate is in constant turmoil, so its communication network isn't secure. Forcing it might expose us. Besides, Chief has always been excellent on the field.
Whoa, you called me excellent, Nightingale? This is my first mission in Syndicate. Why you suddenly call me excellent?
It's still manageable. The Bureau is getting intelligence officers to spread decoys to divert those who are targeting you as soon as possible. The support mission has been completed. Calls will be temporarily disabled until we identify the source of the leak and guarantee that intelligence is secured. Chief, the support may be limited, but the Bureau has always got your back.
Now, what's next?
Right, that's the mission completed, and as a result we got KK as our first Endura. And this is the very first time that I managed to take a look at the Daychild icon, and you can see it at the top right of the screen. And with that, the story will continue on in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. And last but not least, before this video ends, the game will teach me of how to take a look at the sinners that I have. So this is KK, and as you can see, there's a bunch of menus that we can do to sinners, and this all applies to all sinners in this game. So you got info, promote, skill, shackle, and profile. And also, if you take a look at the top of the sinner, there's the hanger icon and the heart icon. And what that meant is the hanger icon means that you can actually switch the outfit for the sinners, and the heart represents the compliance of the sinner. I will explain more of this in the description down below, because I don't have the time to describe every single thing that what it does, because I don't have a lot of time left for this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and this is AISNO signing it off, and have a nice day. Take care and bye bye.